Thanks a lot. Hi, welcome to my show, Good Vibrations. And I'm hoping you're having a week filled with good vibrations. So today I have something. See this black disc? This is called a black mirror. And John Dee, who was Elizabeth I astrologer, her seer, her psychic, whatever you want to call him, he used a black mirror to decide what day she should have a coronation, who she should see, what ambassador she wouldn't make a decision. Elizabeth I, Queen of England in the 1500s, wouldn't make a decision without consulting John Dee, her astrologer. The reason I know about the Black Mirror is my son, who was fascinated with it, dragged me all over the British Museum till we found John Dee's mirror. And it was kind of, I was not impressed with it. It didn't seem magical. It didn't seem it was in a case close to the floor. So I did my research on black mirrors. Same as crystal balls. I have a black crystal ball and I have several clear crystal balls. And I wanted to know what, other than the Wizard of Oz saying, I'll get you my little pretty, what's how do people use crystal balls? So it seems that if you darken your room, completely make it pitch black, and you stare into the object, either the crystal ball, the black mirror, whatever you're staring at, you can get a vision. So I wrote a book called Mastering Mediumship, and I wanted to know: do these objects have magical powers, or is it coming from within? And what I've discovered on my journey is that the objects are they're just objects. There's no real power to anything, not the tarot cards, not dowsing sticks, not the crystals we hang from a chain. The power is within us. The power is within us. And it's a matter of this is what I teach in my class. It's a matter of self-confidence and trusting that spirit's going to be there to give you the answers. So we have a caller, Sharon in Chicago. So let's take that call.
Hi.
Hi, Sharon. How
Hello,
are you?
this is Sharon. Fine. How are you?
I'm great. I'm glad to meet you. And I have a book that I
Uh-huh.
use, like John Dee, The Crystal Ball or The Crystal Mirror, The Black Mirror. It's called
Uh-huh.
366 Meditations and Inspirations to Live By. I would ask you to pick a page number 1 to 366. For me, this opens the door. So can you pick a page number 1 to 366 and let's see what it says.
222.
222. 222.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Sharon. 222 says, I hold space for others, whether they hold space for me or not. So someone from the other side is noticing that you're always front and center to help everybody else, but you don't get the same in return. Does that ring true?
Yes.
I feel that this is coming from a female on the other side, either a mother or a grandmother. Is your mom on the other side?
Yes.
So I feel like this is your mom. Did your mom have a problem walking or with swelling in her legs?
Um, no, in her back.
She had in the
She
back, but
couldn't
was
walk
there
very
was trouble
well.
with yeah, because what they show me, spirit uses my store of memories, and what they show me is legs that just are shuffling that can't seem to move. So does that describe what was going on with her?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Did you take care of her?
No, I lived far away. My sister did.
Yeah, because she's talking about, and where is the L name around your mother? And it could be E-L or L, like Elaine, Ellen, or it could be
Her,
Linda Lorraine.
her,
Yeah, go ahead.
her middle initial, her maiden name started with an L, her last name, and she used it as a middle initial.
Okay. Yeah, I do that too. Yeah, so that's her way of identifying herself. Do you have her glasses, her reading glasses?
No.
Who has her reading glasses?
Um, I don't know. She passed 10 years ago. I have not spoken to my sister over the way she took care of my mother. So they would be in the house,
Okay.
I would assume.
Okay, because if your mother's bringing them up, so there must be a story behind the glasses. But did you make it there to be with your mom before she passed?
Yes, yes,
You were there. Was she in a comatose state?
yes.
And did you get there before she slipped under, or you got there after she had slipped under?
No, a month. She went in and out. I was there for the last month, and I prayed every day by her bed in the hospital.
Because what she's saying is that there was nothing left. I feel like when she finally slips in, into her final um, comatose state, that maybe you felt things weren't said between you, but she's saying everything was said. Like, in other words, she she knew that she had expressed whatever you needed to be said between you. She had expressed that. Does that ring true?
Yes,
Is there a fight between you and your sister?
yes,
Okay, that's what she's talking about. Did this fight start at when your mother was dying?
yes,
Yeah, she kind of is your sister difficult?
yes,
Yeah, she's saying she
and
won't
fraudulent.
change. Say it again, Sharon.
And she's doing fraudulent things with my mother before she died, and with a will and the property, all the stuff that upset my mother at the end. She wanted equal, and my sister took everything.
Yeah, I'm feeling like you're not going to get closure with your sister. Like she is who
No.
she is, not going to change.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
but your mother doesn't want your sister's actions to color your life. Do you understand what I mean? She doesn't want what your sister did to make you hurt or angry. I think
Yes.
your sister did things without your mom's permission. I'm not feeling like your mother told her to do these things, or she couldn't even stop her when
Yes.
she started. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So she says, don't hold on to it. It's just stuff.
Yes.
And she loves you. It sounds trite, but she feels that you got the better deal than the sister. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Almost as though you're in a better position than she is.
Yeah.
She may have the material stuff that was your mom's, but your mom says you have the real stuff. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. And I think when she's saying you hold space for others, whether they hold space for you or not, she's talking directly about your sister.
I don't know. Um, could I ask about a cat? Um, my mother was very much into cats,
Hmm. And you had
and
a
I'm
cat that
missing a
passed,
cat. No, I have a
and the
cat
cat,
that's missing, and I'm very worried about him.
has he left before? Has he done this before?
No,
Do you live in a home or an apartment?
apartments. He's missing from a motel. I was in the city where my mother passed, visiting other friends, not my sister, and he got out. And I want to make sure he will be found. He's listed on all the web pages, the towns, and flyers, and an organization.
Did he have like a balding spot on part of his head?
Not that I know of now. Maybe after he was lost.
I don't think he's going to come back.
Okay.
I think I don't think because had you lived in a house, I would feel like he'd come back, but he's showing me an apartment and it's almost as though it's one of many doors and he left and he can't find his way back. This was not his regular home.
No. We were there for a week before. He had come back the night before when I left. He's around there, and I heard a meow,
Mhm.
and there were other things around there and stuff. But some of the residents in the hotel feared him, and we have flyers up in the area.
Mhm.
And I want to know. I believe he was found by somebody. I'm a bit psychic myself, but I wanted to make sure that somebody connects him with the cat on the flyer and that they will contact me. And my mother and I was trying to connect with her somehow in spirit because my mother took in all the stray cats and all the ferals, and I'm very, very worried.
What I did see was an older woman who takes in strays, and I feel like
Uh-huh.
somebody is giving him, somebody who takes in strays. So I don't know if I was getting your mom or somebody else, but I'm seeing like an older person who's feeding local strays.
Okay.
And I confusion around the cat. Like I feel confusion, like he doesn't know how to get back.
Hmm. As long as she sees the flyers plastered all over the neighborhood, he's a famous cat, and the police know of him too. In this community that I was visiting, it's a very close knit community, and there were like 3 web pages, and people stick together with their animals. And I don't know, if she's online, but she would also see a flyer driving in and out of all the streets and posters, and I just want to make sure that she'll contact me if that she realizes I've had a few leads already, but they weren't him.
Can I ask if there's a major highway or a like a big intersection in front of this hotel? Like is there
Yes,
like like a very huge street?
a freeway, and on the other
Yeah,
side there's a big street.
yeah. Like I feel like it's the cat's on the other side of the freeway and and is having difficulty getting home.
Okay, all
You know,
right.
you may get lucky that someone's going to identify the cat and let you know. Does the cat have a collar with its name on it?
No, he took it off.
Oh, I don't know. I think, he's just getting lost among the strays in the area. You understand what I mean?
Okay,
Do you want to
so
pick another
he's beyond.
page with the cat? Do you want to
Yes,
pick another page with the
seven.
cat?
Yes, can you do 747?
Well, 740, it goes only up to 366.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can we make it 777? Oh no,
It
excuse
only
me.
goes up
That's
to
my 347.
347. Okay, let's see what 347 has to say.
Okay.
347. I will balance my chakras so I'm running optimally. I think your mom wants you to concentrate on you, to relax. And if you balance your chakras, maybe you're going to be able to get a message. Do you understand?
Yes.
That this has you kind of disjointed because you're worried and you're scared. So try to balance your chakras and maybe you'll get a clear message.